My name is Paul Oakes. I'm the manager of the Advisory Services team in the Equality Commission for Northern Ireland. The Equality Commission is a public body that has a key role in promoting values of equality, respect, diversity across Northern Ireland society. An equality plan is a tool developed by the Equality Commission with employers, for employers. It is designed to allow employers to do an audit of their policies, practices and procedures to assess the extent to which they meet the requirements of equality legislation here in Northern Ireland. And then, having done the audit, to develop an action plan to address any of the gaps that the audit has identified. But there's a second, voluntary level, to look at good practice and to assess the extent to which your policies, practices and procedures meet good practice guidance. And then again, having done that audit, to develop an action plan to address any of the gaps or anomalies or areas for improvement that are identified. There are a number of benefits at different levels. At a micro level, for the business, an equality plan is designed to give an employer some reassurance that they're meeting their legal requirements. A clear benefit of that is to minimise the risk of them finding themselves in a tribunal and unsuccessfully defending a case. In a more proactive, positive light, an equality plan sends out a very positive message to the employees of the organisation. It's basically saying, we are concerned about your welfare and we want you to be content, to be happy at work. The benefits of that has been shown to be time and time again more satisfied employees, higher levels of motivation, efficiency and profitability. Perhaps at a more macro level, the benefits are for bigger companies in terms of accessing international investment, European investment. We also know increasingly in the UK that in order to access public sector contracts, companies have to be seen to promote equality, and an equality plan is an ideal way to show your commitment to equality. It's a very clear commitment to the public sector in terms of where your priorities are. There are 4 key steps in developing and implementing an equality plan. The first step is where the employer would make contact with the Equality Commission, and we will assist them at that stage in a number of ways. We will give them general advice and support and information. We will put them in contact with other employers, similar employers who've developed equality plans. We will show them examples of existing equality plans, and we will also provide them with initial training on how to develop an equality plan. We also provide the support of a dedicated equality officer. We provide access to free employer training. We organise over 100 employer training sessions a year. We provide access to one of our 10 employer networks that operate across Northern Ireland. And finally, for those day-to-day crises where the employer needs immediate support, we have a dedicated employer advice line where they can phone up for immediate advice on any equality-related topic. The second stage of developing a plan is to conduct an audit of all of your policies in relation to all equality categories. To do that with the aid of the Commission's equality plan model. And that will allow you to identify areas where you are not complying with the law, and our advice clearly is that you would do something to remedy that very quickly. Step 3 is a voluntary stage. This is the stage where you extend the audit in relation to good practice, and you identify potential areas for improvements whereby you can better promote equality of opportunity. And stage 4 is simply the monitoring, review and evaluation of the equality plan and how effective it's been, areas for improvement, and measuring the various targets that have been put in place in relation to that plan.